I never expected it. I was always a good girl. I knew that it was wrong. I was raised in a Christian family household, so I just disappointed my dad, my mom, and like I had the disappointment in my head. It was just hard for me to realize how am I going to tell them? They're going to be so mad at me. It was just hard. I couldn't do it at all. Things just happened all at once. We ended up having sex, and it just happened from there. I walk in the door, I felt a welcoming sense. Like, Tammy sitting there, and, I felt welcomed. Like, I was not just a patient, I was a person.
I know you want good reasons why.
At first, when I first thought I was be pregnant and finding out that I was, I figured, okay, an abortion would be easier. I don't have, nobody would know. I'd be my own little secret. My parents wouldn't have to know. Don't have to let them worry about anything. I was a little scared at first because this is something new for me. I didn't know how, who these people were. I was still very, still in my shell. I'm still shy. I don't tell a lot of people, like, everything, and so telling a complete stranger that I need help is not something I would do. I needed that first thing. I needed an actual test that they do in the hospital to tell me the truth. I needed to know, so I needed to come find a place where I can do that. I was so scared when I went in for my pregnancy test with Karen. This could be for real, where it says that I am pregnant or I'm not. This is the real test. So I was just scared of what the test would actually say. And then, Karen and I sat there, talked. She really listened to me and wanted to help me.
It even makes me laugh. I can't believe it made you cry. Oh, to take the lives of your ducks in a row.
And then after the test result, we sat there and talked the different choices I had. She asked me about the feelings that I had for abortion. She told me about a few adoption agencies that I can go to. Gave me pamphlets on whether it was, the right decision for me to do either adoption or parenthood. Just went through all the choices that I had, and that she wanted me to go through everything, go through all my options before I make a final decision. And, just make sure I had all my resources and my research done ahead of time, just so I know I'm prepared, know what I'm gonna, do for the rest of my life, basically. Telling my parents has to be the hardest thing I had to do in my entire life so far. I told them that I was pregnant. I just told them, and I broke down and cried like I am now. And the first face that I saw was my mom, and I could tell that she was completely disappointed in me. And then he told us that no matter what, they will still love me, and that they will be there for me. Then we said a prayer. It was like me, my mom, and my dad. We said a prayer, and it made me feel so much better afterwards, but I was still upset with myself. When we decided to get the ultrasound with Michelle, I was scared at first, but seeing Michelle, she made me feel a lot more comfortable. She was just so down to earth. I loved her. Seeing the actual ultrasound made me happy. It made me smile and realize this is a part of me. It's my child now. Now I have to deal with it. It's something inside me that I will love forever until even after I die. I have actually made my decision to be a single parent. I'm moving back home moving in with my parents. The relationship that I have with my parents now is so much better. Mom comes to every appointment that she can. Dad, every time I see him, he asks, how I'm feeling, gives me a hug. They're gonna help me. I'm gonna take online classes. I'm gonna find a full-time job. And I'm glad, and I feel happy with my choice. I know that I'm doing the right thing. I have friends, family. I'm excited yet nervous for when she comes because now my life is going to be completely turned upside down, but it's going to be worth it in the end, and I know it will. And it will bring a smile to my face every day. I'd recommend this place to anyone. If you guys came up to me and had this problem, I'd take you to them. They're the best that I could, I love them to death.